In a remote farm, a heroic attempt to save cattle from a deadly anaconda takes an unexpected turn. Get ready for a jaw-dropping encounter you won't believe. Watch as the brave farmers rally together to rescue their cattle from the clutches of the giant serpent. In the heart of a secluded farm, where the rolling hills met the embrace of untouched wilderness, an ancient force awakened with a hunger that stirred the serenity of the pastoral landscape. The unsuspecting cattle, peacefully grazing beneath the open sky, fell victim to the sudden and vicious assault of an anaconda, its massive coils striking with lethal precision. The farm, once a haven of tranquil rhythms, erupted into chaos as the enormous serpent coiled around its prey. The symphony of nature shattered into a cacophony of distressed moos and the hiss of the powerful predator. Brave farmers rallied together, their voices and actions a defiant echo against the Cercuri's onslaught, determined to protect their cherished livestock. Brazil is a country with a vast diversity of wild animals and, at the same time, one of the largest cattle herds on the planet. However, in many places, these two significant features intersect, and they don't always coexist harmoniously. This is the case for farmers who raise cattle in areas teeming with wild animals such as jaguars, anacondas, and many others. The anaconda is one of the largest snakes in the world and can easily snatch a calf or other animals from farms near forests. This has led to unbelievable scenes of farmers attempting to rescue calves and other animals from the attacks of giant anaconda snakes. Scenes that, if not captured on film, would surely be unbelievable. How do cattle ranchers manage to live so closely with these animals? Let's find out now. The Pantanal represents one of the most traditional areas for cattle farming in Brazil. However, this activity is not as straightforward in the region compared to more densely populated areas of the country, such as the state of São Paulo, for example. This ecosystem harbors a rich diversity of life, including at least 80 species of snakes. Among them, the two most emblematic anacondas stand out: the yellow anaconda and the green anaconda. Both are feared and admired for their impressive strength and imposing size. The two species are easily distinguishable due to their differences in size, appearance, habits, and distribution. The yellow anaconda is relatively smaller and lighter than the green anaconda. However, older females can reach lengths of up to 3 meters and 70 centimeters, weighing 30 kilograms. On the other hand, the green anaconda, also known by some as the anaconda, is the largest species of snake in South America and one of the largest in the world, capable of measuring over 7 meters. Anacondas are predators and play a crucial role in the ecosystems where they live by controlling the populations of their prey, including potential pests for humans such as rats. However, as we encroach upon their natural habitat, encounters with anacondas become increasingly common, especially in cattle ranches where animals graze freely and drink water from rivers. In these circumstances, it is possible to come across this giant easily, which may not be a pleasant experience for calves and even small cows. Watch the anaconda gripping the calf in this video, but fortunately, when the snake noticed the presence of the man, it decided to release the calf and hide again in the water. In another instance, a gigantic anaconda completely coiled around a small calf as it went to drink water. If there hadn't been anyone nearby, it certainly wouldn't have survived. Fortunately, the farmer saw the scene in time and managed to help the calf. But unfortunately, this doesn't always work. In another case, a large anaconda begins to attack a cow's calf. The brave mother does not leave the calf's side and tries to defend it at all costs, even though she is being attacked herself. This scene touched many people, as it shows a mother's love for her offspring. Unfortunately, despite the mother's efforts, it was too late when the farmers realized the calf was already lifeless. A few months ago, residents rescued a dog from the mouth of an anaconda snake before it had swallowed the dog. The snake was seen with the dog in its mouth in the water near a residential area when 2 residents were fishing. After the snake was immobilized, the dog was rescued and treated for injuries. The snake was then returned to its natural habitat in a wooded area. But don't think that these situations only happen in the Pantanal. In more remote areas a few months ago, a case caught everyone's attention in São Paulo. This farmer faced an anaconda snake to save the life of his 4-year-old companion Tico, a little dog. The farmer mentioned that every day he usually rides his motorcycle to the banks of the stream that passes through his property, and Tico, along with 3 other dogs, usually accompanies him throughout the day. When they were returning from the stream's banks, the farmer noticed that Tico had yelped. Upon investigating, the rural producer saw that the dog had been attacked by the snake, coiling around him and dragging him towards a water puddle. Without much hesitation, he found a piece of wood and started beating the snake to release the pet. While trying to free the animal from the snake, the producer also injured his hands. However, he insisted on saving the dog's life and, by hitting the snake with the wood, managed to make the anaconda release the animal. The snake did not die, but immediately gave up on the dog. The farmer went to the farmhouse, cleaned the dog, and rushed with him to a veterinarian. The little dog received medical attention and managed to survive the anaconda's grasp. The rural producer mentioned that about 15 years ago, another anaconda had eaten a calf from the property. If you find it very strange for an anaconda to attack a dog, know that it is actually quite normal. Recently, a study was conducted to learn more about snake attacks. The data indicates that anacondas consume domestic animals on a much larger scale than scientists previously assumed. In nature, anacondas generally feed on semi-aquatic birds, as well as mammals and reptiles. However, in urban and rural areas, 1/3 of the prey consisted of animals such as dogs, chickens, ducks, calves, and cats. The most common wild prey was the capybara, but anacondas were also caught eating unexpectedly diverse animals, including a boa constrictor and a hedgehog. In another case, the anaconda also coiled around a calf, and this one was truly massive. However, with the arrival of people gathering around, fortunately, the snake decided to release the calf. In the end, several people caught the snake and took it to a nearby stream. From that point on, it was truly evident to grasp the size of the snake. Considering the number of people carrying it, it was indeed gigantic. If an anaconda captures a human, do you know what happens and how to protect yourself? Typically, the person will lose consciousness in 30 seconds, a duration that can be extended based on the individual's health. In some cases, the person may end up losing their life in as little as 4 additional minutes. However, if released in time, there are chances of quickly regaining consciousness. If the person cannot free themselves, those around can help. An adult usually can free themselves from an anaconda up to 4 meters long, while 2 adults can handle an anaconda of 5 or 6 meters. But don't worry. A popular belief regarding anacondas and the frequency of attacks on humans is influenced by exaggerated depictions in fictional movies like Anaconda, which have become ingrained in the collective imagination. However, these representations do not reflect reality. Attacks on humans by anacondas are actually quite rare, and there has never been any confirmed death. A research group studied 330 cases of interaction between anacondas and humans, and only in 1 instance was there an unprovoked attack. Even then, the person survived. In 2 other cases, the anacondas only attacked after being disturbed.